Hi, I'm Lori with ID8 TV. I'm here with Barbara, and she is the mother of the author. The Jester has lost his jingle. Can you tell me a little bit about the book and how it got started?
Absolutely. The Jester Has Lost His Jingle was written and illustrated by my son, David Saltzman. It was his senior project at Yale, and when he was in the midst of it, he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. Unfortunately, he died shortly after graduation, but we promised him before he died that we would see that the book would be published as he envisioned it, and that it would also be given free to every child in the country with cancer.
You're making me tear up. Continue.
Oh well, it's a story with it's a bittersweet story, certainly, but that's what we have done. It took 5 years before the book was published. We mortgaged our house to do it.
Oh my goodness!
It reached the New York Times bestseller list. Maurice Sendak, who wrote and illustrated Where the Wild Things Are, wrote the afterword for it. And before one book went on a bookstore shelf, we sent 10,000 to every child in the country diagnosed with cancer. That was 1995. The book has been out for 19 years.
Wow.
And what we have done is we have now formed a nonprofit called the Jester Pharley Phund, and our mission is to donate the book still to every child in the country with cancer. Today there are 12,500 children diagnosed with cancer annually. And most of those children do survive, but what they need all the time is emotional support. They need laughter, and that's what the Jester brings them. And the story is basically that laughter is always in us all the time.
It's true. You just gotta find it.
Exactly. That is the message of the story, and we find that children just bloom with this message, and even those who survive cancer, and that is now like 90 to 95% of children who are diagnosed, they still end up having after effects from all the treatment, which is very severe, and they return to the Jester over and over for its message. And children around the country also love the Jester for its message. Any plain regular kid.
Right. I know, I can relate to that. We all need to find the laughter inside.
Absolutely, and some days it's harder than others, so you just need it out and convenient. And we have developed literacy programs based on material that teachers and students have sent me over the years, in which children do readathons in order to donate the Jester book and doll to children in their local hospital. And to date, they've read more than 36 million pages to help other children. It teaches them compassion. It expands their interest in learning.
Well, that is amazing. I'm speechless, but that's so amazing. Again, this is Barbara, the mother of the author, and this is an amazing message, so please check out the book and help the cause.
Yes, help the cause, help other children in your community, and make a big difference in a child's and an adult's life. We now have children who received the book 19 years ago when it came out.
Oh, wow.
Come by to buy the book for their children.
Oh. Wonderful.
It is really just a magnificent story. Great fun to read. I've read it thousands of times, and every time I read it differently. So you can never get bored with the Jester, and he will always make you smile no matter what.
That's amazing. All right, well, thank you so much, Barbara.
Sure.
Lori with ID8 TV.